Hello, I'm Dwight Norris of fishingnetwork.com, and I'm here on another day on the Charles River. Not doing cyper fishing, but doing a little fishing with my new / old inline spinners. Check it out. So previously in the video, I talked about how you can get fishing gear for cheap. You go to my website, fishingnetwork.com, look at that nice link below, and you can click on the button, send your email, and learn how I do just that. Now today, I do have some of the proceeds from a recent purchase, which was some used inline spinners. Like you saw before, I've been catching a lot of things with a gold inline spinner with a brown trailer, and I only had one of them, and I broke the hook off on one, and now it's kind of wobbling sideways and doesn't work half the time, but when it does spin correctly, the fish jump on there. So I just got a recent purchase of 12 inline spinners. They're a little old, but still good, for $14. Now, that isn't a deal. What isn't? So one is right here. You can see, sorry, has that brown tail, has a knot gold spinner, but I have some other gold spinners in here. Let me show you that. Came in a very discreet bag. It's full of spinners. White, gold, silver, bumblebee color, which I'm very interested about that one, bluegills. But since I have braided up line on today and I don't have a snap clip, I don't really want to keep trying different ones. So I'm going to hang on this one for a while. We're going to see what happens. We got some fast rips going on here. Take a look. Right up here is the Town Dam. Stripers are going to be here soon. Supposed to not here yet. You know, I found that dead one about 3 miles from here up the down the river. So you never know when a holdover stripers will get here first, but it's probably as many as I want it to be. So let's get this puppy in the water and see what happens. Switch from like going reverse to spinning rather than locking out. You see how it's locking out? I can push down, but if I flip the switch, it goes backward and the line goes down. There's like no clip on it now, so if I just shake the reel a little bit, it actually shakes itself open, which is really annoying. Especially when you get a hook set and you're like, yeah, and then it's backwards and it just starts unreeling. Not good. But hard to throw you away. I have a lot of rods and reels. I like to keep them connected so I can just grab and go. But eventually, I'm going to have to do something about this. Maybe I can go to somewhere online and find some replacement parts. I can't even tell where. I'm going to guess that jump in the water that you may have seen behind me was a blueback herring. I know. They were jumping all over the shoreline and everything when I was back at my job in Boston. And I'm not sure what they're jumping for. They wouldn't eat anything. No worms, no maggots, no crickets, nothing. I'm like, they have a one-track mind. Spawn, then die. But there's no reason for going crazy like that once something's chasing them. But usually when I saw them jump out of the water, there was no provocation from anything. Got some nice flashing in the water. But got good weight too. I like the fact that it's nice and balanced, so I don't have to shake it to make it spin. That was getting a little annoying. this way. Walking down here, I'm wearing some spider webs, and they're like all up in my grill. There's also a lot of bug hatches here. Oops, that felt weird. Something grabbed it and let it go. I don't want to tangle it up with myself. Stuff falling from the trees is like seed pods. There's lots of bubbles from the amount of water that's coming off the dam. And there's a lot of leaves under the water too. So once something actually like feels there's a thing going loose, it feels like a fish. I don't really know. Come through here and they start invading everything's space. Everything else kind of like hides even deeper into the cover that they were. If they were around here and hitting the shadows and around under those trees, they would go further under those trees, or they go further down the river where they have more space and away from all the craziness that is the party goers called blue-back herring. There are also a lot of bunkers that are out in the ocean. They're getting eaten as well. There's a blue heron again, going toward the dam. He's like floating over the river here. He's out of sight now. But looking straight down in the water, looking for herring to dive on. Really wish my Berkeley Jaywalker 100 would have found right yesterday, but no such luck. One thing that's interesting, most of my luck with the spinners has come really close to the shoreline. I'm talking right under my feet. It makes me wonder that going to the shallower waters with my spinner is not the best thing. Going somewhere where there's a large drop off and there's several feet, like 4 or so, directly beneath me, where it allows them to run away from all the herring, but still not be like sitting on the ground trying to hide, might be the place. That's further down, and maybe on some of these places where I can't actually walk through the woods. So cormorant. All fish and eel eating birds. They're going straight for the water down there. I'm not going on the striper today. Maybe I should keep walking further away. And another cormorant. And a blackbird. Alright. Getting a lot of jump down here. So I'm gonna move down the river. See if we can't find some action over there. So I'm starting to see the boils I normally see when blue-back herring are around on the shoreline. I'm not seeing them straight down, but I want you to look at this area here, right next to where town's here. This is where a lot of the carp fishermen and striper fishermen will set up. They have the poles, PVC pipe prepped into the ground, here and here and here, and turtles and stuff are around. But this is where people sit and wait, chill, hang out. Nice log to sit on. Didn't really want to stop here, but I wanted to give you a look. And I think that's going to show a quick video of me fishing here. Maybe I'll catch something because I'm not going to take a video, but we'll see. So I took my first cat at this spot right next to the playground near the Perkins School for the Blind, and there you go, hooked up into a smallmouth bass. This is the same size I caught over in Waltham near Moody Street, like right under the rapids. This is like, why does this happen? I don't know. Where are the big ones? Where are the big ones? But that's cool. Check it out. It's a baby smallmouth bass. All right. And he or she is gone. Hopefully gonna grow bigger, but this is northeast. It's hard to find something big around here. Literally, that 3-pound bass was pretty big for me. Pretty big for around here. I used to catch 2-pounders all the time down in Virginia. One of these days. Oh yeah, there we go. The spinner still works. This was a silver. I got a bass, a smallmouth bass. It's good to keep track of like what each different type of lure does. The color, the size, the shape. Like, why did this inline spinner work? It has the brown top. Looks like I'm going to need to replace the hooks as well. These are extra bendable. Yeah, one of them is extra bendable. That's what happens when you buy new, you know. Nothing's perfect, but hey, getting the treble hook, adding some deer hair or something to it, the right color you want, little customizations like that can really go a long way with your fishing. And if you hone in on what each type of fish likes, gold for crappie, gold for white perch, gold for yellow perch, silver for crappie, silver for bass. Keep those things in your mind whenever you're fishing. Maybe get a journal. Maybe I'll even link it down in my thing below and talk about that. I've never caught a bass in this spot. That's new. Now I want to try out more of the ones I bought. There's some weird ones in there. Ones with a willow blade, and many of them with like a crinkle cut potato chip texture to the blade, which is obviously going to create more disturbance in the water. Which is what I want, because I want them to realize something's up around here. Then come get some. This time I got some grass. I only hit about 20 feet out. He was out there, but it's so shallow here. It's literally like, it's really shallow. So, kind of, ooh, I forgot the spot. Over here, there's lily pads next to an open area about 30 yards. Water's really low here. Not ideal. Notice it's getting darker. cloud coming from that way. Doesn't look that nice, but not that dangerous. But I'm kind of glad my family's here right now. So if I need to duck out, say so long, we got a free ride home. I think I'm going to switch up these lures, try something else out, and see if I can get some more action before this rain comes down. Oh, I switched lures. Moved down a way. Tail looks really long and shiny in the water, even on this cloudy, murky water. Cloudy day, murky water. I give myself some more smallmouth. Talking about. Right where I should be. Also, probably just spinning more proficiently. It's slowing down than the rounded blades. More surface area? Not sure. Followers and nibblers. What should it be? What is that? It's like anchoring out there. Once you get out of the way. Probably these big bluegill footprints. The bluegills eat masses. They're also good to watch. Spot. Back in the old perch hole here that got me a lot of bites earlier, but that was during the spawning period. Since then I haven't had any action over here, but I thought that we would try and spot again. Test to know everything, why things are the way they are. But this is shoreline, it's obviously in the shade, slightly protected from the wind. There's cover here on the left and the right side. I think something might be hanging out in the middle. spikes there. We're gonna give it another try next door. So we're at the open area right in front of the Newton Yacht Club on the opposite side. Perkins, top of the hill here. A lot of stuff in the water here, fallen trees. Didn't see anything last couple of weeks, but hopefully something is fully empty here, not the blue bacteria around. Oh, missed it. What was that? Let's find out. Okay. Ourselves a sun shower. It's literally spitting at us. Yellow perch. Look up here. He has got it. Got ourselves a yellow perch here. That's another thing you'd find here in the Charles River. And they're very aggressive. They go after spinners, they go after little grubs, they go after worms, they go after live bait. It's a nice something you can catch with your kids. They're a lot bigger. Go to Boston area, but they're all over the shoreline here, especially during spawning season, which was, you know, a couple weeks ago. They were a lot fatter. I was getting them, but I love some action. It's fish number 2. Didn't get a look at this lure I changed to. This has that willow tail I was laughing about earlier. I was like, what is this? I have a polymer knot going to this willow tail with a silver spinner and a very short brownish, yellowish, orangish tail. Now, it's a weird variety. I wouldn't try to like mock this too much, but the willow tail, interesting. Looks sort of like a minnow going to the water, and yellow perch love some minnows. So I got 2 hits there. One of them I caught, so I'm gonna keep dragging it. There might be a whole bunch of them over there. yellow perch hit, we're out about 30 or so yards from the shoreline. Probably about 5 feet deep there, maybe 4.5. Why are they out there and not into the brush? Unless you cast a little further, so I can't get a bite further out. If I catch a fish. So it's raining out here in the open, and I might have worn this area out. I'm not sure that was the same thing that bit the first time that I caught the second time, the yellow perch. They might be that aggressive, but I'm gonna head to the woods here, and that's gonna be my last spot, and we'll end the video. So we're here at the last spot, and this is that deep hole where it's about 3 feet down. Whoa. Sorry about that. Just repositioned the whole thing accidentally. Fix it up for you. And yeah, right down here, you'll see, you might notice that it's not that shallow. I've caught a lot of fish right beneath my feet here, and that's probably going to remain true. But I just caught that yellow perch and that smallmouth bass off the shoreline, which makes me wonder about many things. I think I hear my name, but it's not me. Actually, all the kids. I'm trying to slow this down so we get the maximum amount of time to see it, while also keeping it spinning. Try jigging it right here. Oh, and I had a fish. God, I can't believe that. Why am I missing? I had a little. There's something. I saw his tail. I think I scared him out. Nope, they're still pecking at him. They're small. Something is. They're funny down here. Guess what it is? It's a funny bluegill. Fish number 3. Oh man, you are. Ow. They have some sharp spots. Sometimes using the what the lure is made for isn't good. You have to do your own technique. So a little bluegill action here. Check out his eyeball. Let's let him go. Slimy as you know what. Hey, when you're out there fishing, Bring some something called Fish to Funk. Get that stink off your hands when you go home or you go back to work. Or specifically, you don't smell like where you've been. Also, get a nice towel. This one's from Bass Pro Shops, but you can get your own and put it on a little ring. Like this is like a little ring. Just attach it to your fishing gear or your backpack, whatever you're using to carry around your stuff. Very good. And I can just take that off, wash the stink off of it, and the slime is off me, and I can keep fishing. So I'm gonna do a few more casts, maybe some more jigging. Actually, this is a jig right now. I'm gonna cast over there and jig at the end of it. Bluegill. That was a very impressive bluegill. That hook barely fits in his mouth. Any more of you? Honestly, this feels like the lure stops. Like I hit a log, and then I pull a little more, and it's not a log. Okay, let's see anything. I was pretty sure that was gonna be a yellow perch. I caught a white perch here too, so never know. Happy might come out of nowhere. The sun shower is really amazing. Raining in the sunshine. Clouds over there, sun's over here. I'm right on the edge. Ooh, I saw a largemouth bass. Well, not a smallmouth bass or a crappie. I'm feeling real good. Hit 3 species: bluegill, yellow perch, smallmouth bass. It's a good day. Good experiment with the inline spinners. Still, like the confidence is just rising with the spinners of like any style, any color. I treat it like Pokemon, and you have to give them all and then try them all. Seed pods here. Illinois. Let me try that sideways cast again. I'm probably gonna cast right into a tree and lose this, but oh, perfect as usual. Pat the back away. Also, once again, this is a used lure, so please go to my website and you can find out how you can get used or new lures for cheap. Let me just check my time. So it seems that time is up, and so is my day of fishing. It's time for me to get home and do what I need to do. Now, if you're fishing while you're at work, if you're fishing after work, or you're fishing in the morning, make sure you plan out your day. If you go to my website, fishingatwork.com, and go to the top, your left of the screen, you'll see a little cloud there with a down arrow. Click that and get your 10-step process to go fishing at work, where I go into detail about making that plan that will help you go fishing more often. Now, within that, you're gonna see some links. That goes to some files I've created that you can download, into some special videos that go more into depth on that subject. It's not just a PDF. It has links to some great stuff. You should definitely look at that. Also, at the top of the page, you're gonna see something that's super cool. How you can get fishing gear for cheap. I'm talking dirt cheap. It's like the $14 I spent for these 12 spinners, and I just caught 3 different kind of fish a day. So, used or not, that is a fantastic thing. You've seen my last several videos, 4, 5, 6 of them. No action. Go online, I found one thing that worked, I broke that one thing that works, got a new thing, or a used thing of that thing that worked, and some others, they all work. Awesome. I'm gonna stay on that beeline, and I always have myself an inline spinner rigged, but you should have what you think works for your area. So, stay tuned for more videos, like, subscribe, do all the things, but remember first, go fishing.